Hiya. So in today's video, we're not actually camping out in the van. We're gonna go down to the beach and have our evening meal. Because it's been another beautiful day, so we thought, why not? In case you're wondering why I'm kind of so far away, this is actually my grandson James. He's coming along with me today. So thought it would be nice to take him with me. So we'll catch up with you once we're there. See you in a bit.
Bye. Right, so we've got to the beach, we've got set up, brought our little camp kitchen down. Like I say, we've come down for even a meal, but we need to make it first of all. It's the purpose of this video. So we're going to make it using these Heat2Eat Self Steamers. So the self steamers, there's a little bit of a backstory for them. Um, I'd reached out to the company Heat2Eat Self Steamer to inquire about the steamers for going walking and camping. For those who've seen the video of we're in the tent, even though Laura's not that keen, I still want to go walking and camping. And I've been looking for cooking alternatives. I know Laura's bought us that little gas stove, but just alternatives. Um, Initially, before I'd found these Heat2Eat steamers, I'd found a similar product, but it turned out to be not very well thought out, designed, whatnot. Um, so that well, that's irrelevant anyway. So searching on the internet for it planted the seed in my head for that kind of thing where you just add water and it warms it up, similar to the old style army ration packs for those who know. And I found Heat2Eat Self Steamers. So I reached out to the company and I asked. It was quite a substantial list of questions, if I'm totally honest. Um, would it heat food? Would it cook food? Which the answer to that is no. It heats food that's already cooked. Um, you can steam fish and whatnot, but anyway, and basically I said to them, because I'd wasted my money on this other product, I didn't want to waste any more money on these if they were no good. And they said, well, you know what? We'll give you one to try, and why don't you find out for yourself if you think they're any good? So they very kindly sent me this one out in the post, free of charge. I'll just open it up quickly. So you've got the steamer itself. The outer packaging is the steamer. You open it up. I'm trying not to lose the little label. You've got the cooking tray, it's twin compartments, and then you have the heat stones. You get two of those in the packet. So what you do for to use these, there's a little line on the inside. You can see it there on the outside, but you fill it up with water. You open the heat stone and you put it inside, and then you put your food tray in. Have your food in the tray, obviously. Put the lid on, and the packaging says 15 to 20 minutes. I don't understand the science behind it, if I'm totally honest, but something inside the heat stones has a chemical reaction when it's introduced to water and steams the food. So anyway, like I say, they very kindly sent it out for free, and I was over the moon. I couldn't wait to try it. So I replied back saying thank you very much, and also would they object to me doing a little YouTube video just using it. And at this point, Chris replied back from Heat2Eat Self Steamer, and he said no, he wouldn't mind whatsoever, and kind of said what I had in my mind, and he said no, that's actually a great idea, and we emailed back and forth, and long story short, he sent us the other two that I've just knocked over. So here we are, we're going to make our meal from it.
So as Robert explained, they're basically just steamers. So we were trying to decide what we would like to have to eat and what you would normally steam. So we decided on fish, new potatoes, peas and carrots. And then we thought, well, we may as well have a little pudding as well. We wouldn't normally at home, but we thought, why not?
Why not?
We've got 3 containers, so makes sense. So we've bought some cake and some custard, and we're gonna have that.
Yeah, so we're just going to quickly stop the video here and we'll start getting prepared and then we'll bring you back.
So I just thought I would quickly show you before we put the food into the different containers, what we're actually putting into. I know we said fish, potatoes, peas and carrots, but I just thought it would be nice to show you. So we've got these 2 bits of cod here. This one is going in this container. And it's got 2 separate containers, so we're just going to cut the fish into 2 and just have a little piece each. And then you've got this bigger one here, which has got a single container inside, doesn't have any dividers in it. And we're just going to put the potatoes and the peas and carrots in that one. And then this one again has 2 separate compartments.
I think just one, I'm not sure. We'll open it up and find out.
I thought it just had one, but I'm possibly wrong.
Yeah, just one big one.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a bit of cake off, and then we're just going to tip some custard onto the top of that. We'll probably put the cake and custard in whilst, probably just do it all at the same time, and then it's done.
Well, it says
So we
15
don't...
to 20 minutes to heat stuff up. So what I was thinking, set the food away first.
Yeah.
And then after we've set the food away, we'll give it 5 minutes or so, because that'll be enough time for us to eat our food. We can put the custard and the cake in to warm up.
Yeah. So like I say, that's just them a little bit closer up. Like I say, they're good quality ones as well. They're not flimsy or anything like that. They are good quality. And then like I say, you've got this is the single one here.
So just quickly, the food container, the white container, it's washable. It's not a single-use container. They say up to 5 times, only because it might get damaged after that. But if it's in good condition, you can use your own judgment. You get 2 heat stones with each packet, but you can purchase more either direct from the Heat2Eat website, from places like Amazon, or even some independent camping shops as well. Right, so as you've just saw, I've just prepared everything in the containers. So I'm just going to start doing this now. It's very important, once you open these, you don't get them wet until you're ready to use them. So literally, don't open them until you're ready. So pop that in. I'll try and be quick because it is windy. We don't want the tray to blow away while it's empty. So just put a bit of water in up to the line. I'm going to get the next one ready as well. Bit of sand. So just quickly to point out as well, the different size containers have different size heat stones. This one's 100 grams. This one, for the smaller black one, is 80 grams. So I assume they're sized to depend on the container that you're using. So it's just something to keep in mind if you have more than one, to make sure that you're using the right one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to get the timer ready. I'm going to put the heat stones in, set them away, and I'm going to time it for 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, I'm going to put the custard in and set it away again for another 10 minutes. By that time, these should hopefully be ready. I know it says 15 to 20, so we'll check it for the 15, and then if not, we'll leave it a little bit longer. And then once we're eating this, the cake and custard will finish warming, and then we can have our dessert. One other quick thing to note, there is a vent hole on every single one of these steamers. I know you'll not be able to see it from there, but just take my word for it. It's important you do not cover the vent hole, because the steam needs to escape. If not, it'll build up pressure. Again, it does tell you, do not cover the vent hole during the steaming. So, right, enough waffling on. I'll get on with it. I'll get this ready for the timer again because it's just turned off. Right, so go for the one for the fish first. Like I say, it's raw fish, so we'll see how it goes. So pop that in, give that a little soak, pop the rubbish straight into the bin bag. The other one for the, where's the other end, obviously. Again, just pop it in, and I'm just making sure that they're fully submerged, just so they can absorb the water. Yeah, that one, it's starting to expand now, so I'll be quick. Yeah, that's going the same. So for this grey one, I've noticed it's got little grooves on which fit into the lid, and if you don't get them on properly, it doesn't clip on. Like I say, vent hole there, keep that clear. So we'll start the timer, and in 5 minutes time, I'll put the custard on, but you don't really need to watch all of that. Oh, very quickly, straight away, I don't know if you can see, the steam's flying out of here. I don't know if I stand behind it, if you can see that, it's flying away. So again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. All three are steaming. This one not so much because I've only just put it on. It let out an initial burst, but then it seems to die down. But I can definitely see the steam pouring out of these two. Obviously, they've been on longer already. I've got a temperature probe, and I'm just out of curiosity. So that's showing the temperature 88 degrees centigrade, still climbing, 88.5 degrees inside. I'll see if I can turn it round. 88.9, 89, 89.3, 89.4, 5, 6. So it's hot. Anyway, yeah, similar 86, 87, flying up. This one, like I said, it's not so much been on long. So I think I got a bit of cake. Yes, I did. Might have fish flavored cake later now, but not to worry. Obviously, this one, the cake is quite close to the lid, so but they're hot. Like I say, so we'll come back to you once the timer on the phone's gone, and I'll open the lid and we'll see what they're like. If they're warm, if the fish is steamed nice, and if the veg is warm. So we'll see in a minute. Right, so the 15 minutes is up. I'm just going to check them to see how they're doing. While this has been steaming, Laura's been giving baby James his tea as well. So you need to be careful with this because obviously it's hot inside. So we'll just ease that off. That looks absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'll bring the camera over and show you the fish. Let's quickly check the veg. Yep, roasting hot. Feel the steam straight away. Just gonna probe the fish quickly just to double check it is hot inside. You may well have just heard a burp from James. So that is showing at 78.678, 79. Yeah, that's cooked. That's cooked. Right, so that's our food ready. So we're just going to quickly eat this, and then be time for cake and custard. Right, so that's me finished mine, as you can see, all gone. Absolutely lovely. The fish was steamed to perfection. The veg was warm. Laura's a little bit slower than me. I eat like a horse, apparently. Um, so I can start getting the cake and custard while she's finishing off her food. Right, so I'm just going to try and get the cake and custard out. One thing I did notice, granted we're not using them as they're meant to be, in this one with the twin compartments, it was hard to get the fish slice in. Like I say, they're not meant to be cooking a proper meal on the beach, so you can't penalise them too much for that. They're meant more like as kind of emergency cooking or camping, you know, like you like put a tin of beans in or something and then use a spoon to get it out. When I was getting the veg out, as you would have saw with the slotted spoon, I got that out no problem. So, like I say, I think it's just the fish slice was too wide. So again, straight away, this is absolutely roasting. I can hear it and feel it rather. The custard is a little bit watery. I think the steam's come up onto the lid and condensed into the custard, so it's. But again, like I say, it's not really meant for this type of meal. So, time for what dessert? Yeah, lovely. So the cake's warm all the way through, and the custard's warm. Yeah, yeah. It's not too hot where you burn your mouth. It's literally the perfect temperature to eat. Beautiful. Shame there wasn't any more. So just while Laura's finishing off, I just like I say, absolutely spot on. I think, like I said, bearing in mind this isn't what they're designed for. That the men, well, it's got a big long list of things. So hiking, camping, walking, climbing, trucking, farming, skiing, diving, boating, golfing, riding, fishing, caravanning, mountaineering, outdoor concerts, scouting, and festivals. Doesn't mention fish dinners on the beach, but it maybe is it something they can add to the list. Um, like I say, as far as I'm concerned, absolutely faultless. The only issue I had, which like I say isn't these, it was getting the fish slice into the container. But again, like I say, that's not these. That's because the fish slice is wide. You know, to pick the fish up. If I'd brought tongs or something to pick the fish up instead, it would have been perfect. I don't know, Laura. What's your opinion?
Yeah, so basically, I just think it was cooked how it would have been cooked if you'd done it at home. Um, if I was served that, I wouldn't assume it hadn't been done in any other way other than an oven. Maybe wasn't as hot as if it'd been done in a proper cooker. But again, as Robert said, that's not really the purpose of them. They're not to heat up the sort of food that we've had. Um, Probably things like beans and sausages. I don't know, maybe tins of macaroni cheese,
Yeah,
things like maybe some soup. I think soup would, yeah, soup would probably be nice done in that. Yeah, mhm. But other than that, and again, that's not a fault. It's just I don't think it was as hot as if it had been cooked at home.
But at the same time, perfect eating temperature.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the cake and custard, normally you have to wait for your custard to cool down because it takes the skin off the top of your mouth. But that was really nice. So yeah, 10 out of 10 from me.
Yeah, and the same for me. 10 out of 10. Absolutely perfect. I think that amazing. I'll definitely be using these again, whether it's in the van, whether it's camping, or whatever. Uh, Perfect.
Probably use them if you are busy working on a car or something and
Mm.
you didn't
Yeah. So
have any electric.
Right, anyway, we're going to stop waffling on. I'm going to get packed up and we'll get away because it's getting a bit cold. Laura's shivering away. The sun's gone down too quick. Right, so that's what all done. The food, like I say, was lovely. Cooked to perfection, steamed to perfection, rather, not cooked. But like I say, we're all done. We're in the van. We're about to head home. So I just want to say thank you to Heat2Eat Self Steamer for kindly supplying the steamers for us to use tonight. And thank you all for watching. And we'll see you again next time.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye.